So we left Memphis, and since we were only about 2.5 hours away, we thought it was a great time to head down to Alabama to do some maintenance on Ruby.
Currently set up at Camp Allegro, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
And we're seeing a lot of Tiffins in here, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the place is full.
Yeah, it is full. So for those of you who don't know, Red Bay, Alabama is where Tiffins are manufactured. So we're here at the manufacturer to have them look at a few things. But while we're also here, it's a great time for us to do our maintenance.
Yeah, so the birthplace of Ruby is where we decided to come to for our first time maintenance after about 12,000 miles that we've put on Ruby. So we've got about 22,500 miles on her right now, so that's what we're looking at, the maintenance interval there to get done.
Yep. And so your book, now Phil sat down last night to make sure that the list was complete about, you know, what exactly we needed to do to Ruby today. Right.
So what I did is I found our RV chassis owner's manual. Yours will be different. And then I went through and I found the specific mileage maintenance checklist, if you will. And it pretty much just says what they should be doing, checking, lubricating, inspecting. So I have a list of things, and I'm going to talk to them when we arrive over at Bay Diesel here in a little bit to figure out what we need to do and how to proceed. And I think our service guy just pulled up.
Yep. So we're going to be taking you to get our service done today.
Hold tight.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase, I'm wide awake. Take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. Taking control, the future is ours now. The road never ends.
830 of 16 recommend every 2 years. You're due for air filter.
Me and my friends, these are the good times. And I'm feeling like I could go on forever. And I've been running out of air, so let me catch my.
This is your fuel and water separator.
Okay.
This is gonna catch all the trash like that before it goes into the engine. And then this is your main filter.
Okay.
Another one. You got two of them. Your main and your primary. Gonna leak a little bit of fuel.
And how often should that be changed?
Well, when every engine service here, we replace it.
Okay.
And there's all that trash in there.
So is that just what's it catching, metal or just
trash? Trash from the fuel.
Wow.
If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy.
What should it be?
Yeah, it's more of a clear.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's never been done. All that metal shavings.
Oh. So you flush it and
just drain it and then refill it. It's only 2.5 gallons. should replace this every 2 years. Next year, if you come here, you won't need the rear diff. We'll just check it, make sure it's still good.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
Alright, the maintenance is all finished, so we thought we would go over what it cost us, what all we had done, and what we're planning on learning how to do ourselves in the future. Hold, please. Okay, where were we?
Okay.
That happens all the time, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
So our list, where's our receipt? So our receipt, I am going to put some of these on the video so you can see everything that was done to our chassis and what it cost us. So we've seen things on Facebook being anywhere from $800 to, you know, $2,000, and of course it depends on your mileage. We did the 30,000 mile maintenance on ours. We're at, what's our mile, like 22?
We're at 22.6.
Yeah, we're at 22.6. So, but we also had some additions onto that. We also got the balance done.
No, we did a front end alignment close.
We also did a front end alignment and a rear end alignment, right? What did we do back in the back?
No, they just had to adjust the back.
Okay, so that's not alignment, just an adjustment?
Well, it was a front end alignment is what we went in for, and they ended up having to adjust the back so that the front, they called it, the back was dog legging. Look that up.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. Anywho, we also did that, and because we didn't have that done before we put on our Safety Plus, they also adjusted the Safety Plus. So that, of course, was additional cost.
Yeah.
So, the bottom line for the maintenance was just the maintenance part of it.
$859.
So $859 for the
30,000 mile maintenance checklist. So
okay.
in doing that real fast, he actually used a checklist.
Yes.
An actual physical checklist. And
from
it happened,
the book. Yeah.
And it happened to be the same one that came in the book.
Yeah.
In our book. So I was pretty pleased and impressed with Bay Diesel here in Red Bay.
Yes.
Very
yes.
impressed.
All right, so let's talk about the cost of the other stuff.
So the alignment for Ruby, she was out of tow, and she was way out of tow.
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
Just sounds cool to say out of tow. But they ended up having to align Ruby and get her straight again, get her wheel straight and aligned with steering. And that was an additional $470. 86 of that was the Safety Plus steering stabilizer adjustment. After we were done with the alignment, they took it out on the road with the 2 technicians, and they checked to make sure the steering was within the reasonable Safety Plus recommended pull, if you will.
And they did make an adjustment on the road.
Yeah, we did stop and they did adjust it. Yeah.
Now, the front end alignment would have been cheaper if we didn't have to add on the rear stuff. So that upped our price. So originally the front end alignment was only $250, but when they did the stuff in the back, that was the additional cost.
Yeah, it was $90 for what we did on the rear end, and I believe it was called the thrust angle adjustment on the rear axle. I'm not an expert. We're just going off of what they did.
So what do we need to figure out how to do on our own? Fluids?
The generator.
Yeah,
the generator, oil change, filter change. That seemed pretty easy once I saw how he did that. The oil filter, oil change, that seemed pretty doable. Of course, everything seems a lot easier when the rig is, 6 feet over your head and you can see everything.
And you're watching someone else do it for you. It always seems easy.
Yeah. But those couple items looked relatively easy to do.
Okay.
And I videotaped those areas where the fuel filter or the oil filter is, the fuel filter, all of the things that I need to check. So I may, don't quote me.
I'm quoting him.
May do this one day.
No, one day we got to do it sooner. We can't pay this every time.
The next time maybe, but for $850, That was not a bad deal compared to other people paying twice that.
That's true. That's true. It could be more, but just think of how much more we would save if we did some of it ourselves.
True.
So that definitely needs to be on the to-do list to learn how to do some of our own maintenance.
But it did seem doable.
Yeah, unless we win a lotto ticket. You know, if we get the winning lotto ticket, then we can pay somebody from here on out.
Yeah, somebody was asking early on, I think one of our lives, if we had an address to send gifts or Christmas gifts to. If you have the winning lotto ticket, PM me and we'll give you the address.
Yeah, we'll be all over that one.
We'll give you the address.
All right, so that wraps this one up. The first part of our maintenance here in Red Bay, Alabama is completed. The next video will show you everything Tiffin themselves are doing to the RV, as well as a layout of the property here. So there's a lot of amenities here, more than you would think for a repair shop or whatever. So we turned in our punch list of about 19-ish items that we need to get looked at on Ruby while we're here. So some of them are probably very, very minor. Some they probably can't do. There were more concerns on our part. Yeah. But we'll see. And we'll see what's covered under the warranty. So probably not a lot of them, but we'll take what we can. Absolutely. All right. And that's it for today. And we'll see you on the road.
I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
Go ahead, because I'm still in a fog. So
the opening line's always the worst.
I know, that's why.
That's pretty lame. Hey. All right, I would like everyone to meet Brianna.
Am I on camera right now? Were you recording?
Yes, we're recording.
I thought we were trying to be funny.
That wasn't funny. It was dumb.